Mindfully getting started. Before beginning mindfulness practices, it's very important to understand the concept of mindfulness and what the practice of mindfulness can mean for you and your efforts towards personal growth. Mindfulness practices are often made up of 8 attitudes, and it's these attitudes that contribute to the growth and flourishing of your mind, heart, and body. The first of the 8 attitudes is the learner's mind. When you first begin practicing mindfulness, we might say that you have a learner's mind. It's as if you are seeing things as a visitor. Everything is new and curious. It's okay to have a learner's mind. It's good to learn new things. To go along with that learner's mind, the second attitude is being non-judgmental, becoming impartial without any labels of right or wrong, good or bad, simply allowing things to be, especially with yourself and your feelings, not judging an emotion or a feeling as good or bad. Attitude number 3 is acknowledgement, simply meaning that you are recognizing things as they are. If you are angry, it is okay to acknowledge that you are angry. If you're sad, it's okay to say that you're sad. And it's definitely okay to be happy with things as they are. Attitude number 4, being settled, being comfortable in the moment and content where you are. Attitude number 5, being composed, being calm and composed and in control with compassion and insight. Attitude number 6 is letting be, letting things be as they are with no need to change them. Attitude number 7, being self-reliant, deciding on your own, from your own experiences, what is true or not. And finally, attitude number 8, having self-compassion, loving yourself as you are with no criticism or self-reproach. It is also important to understand what to do with your physical self when you are beginning to practice mindfulness. It's a personal preference whether you sit or stand. Really, it is just whatever is comfortable for you. It is also a personal preference whether you close your eyes or keep them open. If you choose to practice mindfulness with your eyes open, you should do so with a softened gaze towards the floor. Whether you have your eyes open or closed, it is really important to focus on your own thoughts and not to distract others. If you decide to not participate, it is okay to just sit and be quiet during the practice. You should assume a comfortable position with your feet flat on the floor. Hands should be resting gently in your lap. When you're trying anything new, even mindfulness, it can bring about stress and worry. Don't worry about doing mindfulness right or wrong. It's a practice and something that we are starting new together. Today we're going to do a short practice that will help us to relieve worry and stress. So to begin this practice, I'm going to ask you to get comfortable in a seated position with your feet flat on the floor. You may close your eyes if you wish. Sit up straight on the edge of your chair. Take in a deep breath. And then exhale. Continue to take in deep, relaxing breaths. Now straighten your legs in front of you and flex your feet by pressing your toes toward your forehead. Feel your hamstrings stretch. Now lean forward without bending your knees. Come to your edge, that point just before you begin to feel uncomfortable. Stay there for a few more breaths. You don't need to monitor what's around you. Just concentrate on your own breathing and thoughts. If during the practice a thought or emotion should arise that makes you feel uncomfortable, tense, or worried, try to imagine that emotion or thought as a leaf floating down a stream. Let that leaf float right by. Continue this practice for one more deep, relaxing breath. As this practice comes to a close, I congratulate you for your courageous beginnings for a mindfulness journey. I hope you have a wonderful day.